Hello again, everyone. This is Louis Setti speaking as the Blue Ridge Reporter.
Hello, Bald Ridge Reporter. How are you doing? I haven't looked at your video yet, but I thought I would make a reply video anyways, because I'm sure that your video will be a really big issue. So, on with the insanity.
And in this particular presentation, or what may turn out to be a series of presentations,
And just like Star Wars, I'm sure everybody is just waiting for the next release in the series.
I'd like to talk about evolution.
And what are your qualifications to talk about evolution? Why should we believe you over the textbooks?
As compared to Christianity.
You're fucking shitting me, right? You're going to compare evolution to Christianity? What the fuck? We know that Christianity evolved, but how does one compare a natural phenomena found in nature with a religion, which by any definition is unnatural? I don't get it.
To show their ultimate faith-based nature regarding both of them.
You mean one of them?
To defend and insist on biblical Christianity as a proper and necessary and actually only legitimate basis for debate in the public arena.
So what you are saying is only a faith-based Christianity is legitimate for debating in the public arena. Does that sound any at all strange to you, that you admit that Christianity is based on faith and therefore it should be the only thing legitimately debated in the public arena, not things that are evidence-based such as evolution? And why are you talking like Bill Clinton on downers? I just don't get it. It's amusing. I hope that you continue, but it get kind of tedious.
To show that evolution is a philosophy,
in the same sense that gravity is a philosophy. Gravity! Sorry. That sunlight is a philosophy, that the charge on the electron is a philosophy, that all observed natural phenomena are philosophies. Yeah, good luck with that.
with no special claim to being the sole valid basis for thinking and therefore the debate in the public arena.
So you're claiming that the only legitimate sole philosophy for debating in the public arena is Christianity, which you admit is faith-based. Instead of evidence, you say that it should be faith. I don't get it.
And hopefully to get some of you who may be watching who are, I shall say, believers in evolution.
Here in the information age, there is no longer any excuse in so-called first world countries with internet access and public education to believe in evolution, unlike such faith-based occult beliefs such as Christianity, for example.
To reconsider your belief system.
In the same sense that gravity is a belief system, that sunlight is a belief system, like photosynthesis is a belief system.
And to remove what is what the scripture would call a major stumbling block to biblical faith.
So you want to replace what you call faith, which for some reason you think evolution, which is an observed natural phenomena that anybody and everybody can see happening with another faith. Why? Why not accept the evidence? Why are you promoting faith? Does not make any sense.
And that is the alleged controlling, settled science.
I think that I will cut out the blank pauses in your diction to speed things up some.
Of evolution. And this is not the core of what I'll be saying, but I do want to address this briefly. If you have never read Darwin's Origin of Species, or The Origin of Species, then you will be surprised, I believe, by the speculative, tentative, qualified, conditional language that he uses.
Therefore, you are calling all of science faith. In science, nothing is 100% certain unless you're talking mathematical proofs, which are always 100% certain. In science, if you are not using qualifiers, qualifications, if you are not saying most likely, if you're not adding error bars to your conclusions, you are not doing science. That is exactly what Charles Darwin did in his book. He specified all of the problems that he could think of with his theory of evolution. He specifically put in his book all of the problems that he could discover, and what he talked with his peers, and they suggested all of the problems with his theory. You can find that in chapter 6, 7, and 8. That is not faith, that is science. Science is always less than 100% confident in anything. That is why it deals with levels of confidence. If you want absolute certainty, be a Christian.
Which clearly demonstrates that he was postulating a theory.
No shit, Sherlock.
Which would have to be proved.
No, theories are never proved. They are always either disproven or confirmed. No theory has ever been in the history of humanity proven. No scientist even tries to prove a theory. It's impossible.
By subsequent archaeological findings, and that since then those findings have not been found.
Findings that haven't been found? I don't get it either. So this was a complete waste of time. I thought the video that I was replying to would have been a whole lot worth the effort, but it's not. His conclusion is that since he doesn't understand the evidence that shows evolution is an observed fact, he has therefore concluded that it's faith, and therefore it should be replaced with a greater faith, what he calls biblical Christianity. This is logic? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Sorry.